good afternoon, and just really wanted to share with you some learnings that we've had this week from members, and just to share what are the biggest challenges within practices and teams at the moment and how we can overcome those challenges. So we've sent out a message on Wednesday just asking practice managers, practice owners, team members if they had any feedback to us in terms of what their challenges were at the moment dealing with the current lockdown, and obviously challenges internally with childcare or just general anxiety within team members moving forward. But one of the most biggest highlights that came from that exercise was that people had a really positive outlook, they were really busy, and that they were pushing forward, and everything's going really well. So that's really great news. Just wanted to touch a little bit on a couple of the challenges, which, as I said, were anxiety and problems. You know, if there's childcare issues, obviously kids are getting homeschooled at the moment, and just general sort of day-to-day challenges that team members are having at the moment. So as business leaders or practice managers, one of the areas that we can focus on at the moment, there's two areas. One of them is empathy, and the other one is appreciation. So if you're part of a small or large practice and you don't have a group Facebook or WhatsApp at the moment, it's a really great idea to just pop one up and get using it. Just as a private group, just to share bits and pieces if it's some memes, some fun and so on. But just keep the communication going, especially if you've got a lot of part-time members of your team. But the next thing I wanted to talk about was empathy versus anxiety. Now, in terms of humanity, anxiety is one of the most contagious emotions that there are within teams. But if you can actually focus on empathy, if you focus on empathy, you can't feel anxious and vice versa. So how can we be more empathic within our teams then? So really we need to be looking out for each other, making sure that we're doing one-to-ones. It's more important than ever that we're reaching out and communicating at least monthly with our team members, and making sure that they feel part of the team and part of the solution and not part of the problem. So the other ways to show empathy, of course, are basically to go out and grab a coffee for your team, you know, do things that are pretty outside the box at the moment that you probably wouldn't normally do, to make sure that you're showing that you've always got an ear to lend, but more importantly, that you're on their side. The other angle to look at as well is appreciation. So again, if we are appreciating or we are appreciated, we can't feel unhappy. So really ramp up your star of the week, star of the month, get going with spot prizes, get the team more engaged with each other. You're in a very clinical and rural environment at the moment, and it's not very humane, the right word. So we need to really push the humanity within your teams. So look at the things that you do that have worked in the past that maybe have dropped off due to all the new restrictions that you're having to work under at the moment. And as I say, make sure that appreciation tool, if you're not using, if you don't have a system, get a system in place. Another great area, of course, is mini games and stuff that's going to really engage your team with each other, because you've got so many things going on at the moment where you can't spend time with each other and you've got to socially distance and so on. So think outside the box. If you can't come up with ideas yourself as a business owner, then why not engage somebody within the team to become the fun ambassador or something similar to that. And also, we talked a lot in the last lockdown about your community and your alignment with your community. So the areas that you can be helping out with in your community, not necessarily having to take time out, but just collaborations or ventures that you can do with local charities, or even if you're just promoting local businesses that are struggling at the moment, that are maybe doing takeaways or something, you know, outside the box. I'm really loving at the moment the way that if possible, some businesses are really thinking outside the box and delivering different and exceptional services. We've got a florist near us that has decided to start doing cream teas and deliver those with a bunch of flowers to the elderly. So businesses like that, I think, absolutely deserve to be promoted. Any help on any of this stuff, just give myself or Vicky a shout, and we're more than happy to give you the resources and help that's needed. And all of this stuff is great things for you to post out on your social media or on your website as well. So it's absolutely fantastic content. And just to finalise, if you haven't managed to get a video out about the fact that your open times are still as they are and that you're carrying on with appointments, I know about 60% of videos have come in this week, and we're all working hard to get those out for you in all the different medias. But if you still haven't had time to do one, I can't tell you how important it is at the moment to get video out and video content out to your prospects and patients. Like I said, a lot of it is very clinical. Let's be more, show more humanity. And I hope you're all digging in, and yeah, thanks for another great week, and have a fantastic week.